So you mean to tell me that?
No, I appreciate it. No, because it's what she just said. Where she said, no, hold on. But it's what she said.
What did she say?
She said, I felt for you. I didn't want you to go on and not be able to hear, as if she knew all along what the problem was. Like she came to the rescue, like, I didn't want you waiting all along. Not to say, you know what? I just looked down and noticed that it's hanging out. Because that's probably what happened. Because otherwise, why you waiting 10 minutes later? Like, couldn't we have done this a long time ago? Could you not have saved me from my mercy? Like, from not being able to hear 10 minutes ago? That's all I was saying.
Jesus and say, what will Jesus do?
Listen.
Let her hear.
Okay. Listen, you want to bring the Lord in this, that's fine. But I have to say, she got this one. She got this one.
I'm just saying. It was just how it was worded.
I always look forward to fighting with her.
Just unplug it.
So
unplug the whole thing. Not trying to hear.
Wow, Nancy.
Wow, Nancy. Wow, Nancy.
Wow.
I mean, as somebody that has, as a guest on our show for the first time, that's how you want to start it out. You know what I'm saying?
Really, guys, welcome. We have guests. We have guests.
What's going on, y'all? It's the girl Jodie, host of My Live Raw Rolling All the Way Live and Podcast These Nuts. And to my right is the bestie.
Hey, it's Wendy. How you doing, y'all? How are you?
Once again, the bestie has knocked it out the ballpark with the subject. However, if you guys notice,
we have guests.
And also some other things that we'll talk about as well.
Luggage.
My bags are on set, y'all. Okay. And there's a reason why my bag is on set. But let me go ahead and introduce our guests first. Ooh. And then we'll get to why my bag is on set tonight. Who we got in the building?
So we got Shonae.
Show.
From Eyes for Glam. Hey,
show.
We were bridesmaids.
We were
in her wedding. Okay, that's the type of love that we share. With her.
Yeah.
So she is on to give her perspective on tonight's show,
which is really juicy, friends.
And her husband, he's not here, but he gave his opinion and his perspective.
He did
on the topic. So we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
Okay. A little bit later on, and we also have Bae Nancy from the Bae and Bestie Corner on My Life Raw Reelin' All the Way Live. That's Bae, y'all. That's Nancy. That's Jodie's partner.
Which leads
Jodie's
me to
gonna behave
why
herself. Oh, okay. Oh.
I have my suitcase.
Oh. I couldn't get to Sorry, Nancy. I was trying to say she would behave herself, but she's already started.
Listen, the topic of the show may unearth some things that might have me having to move out. I don't know where this is going to go because you were very clear in making sure that they understood that they were going to be raw, real, and all the way live.
Yes.
No holding back.
Yes.
I'm not allowed to have anybody be in trouble. It's on and popping.
Yes.
So I'm packed. I'm ready. I put as much of my clothes on as I possibly could, as you can see. Okay. I have my suitcase because I don't know where this is going to go.
So, I mean, why are you worried? Why do you think that you would have to have a bag and be ready to go?
I just like to be prepared. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, we'll see. All right, y'all. Episode 16, Podcast These Nuts. Oh, so he has friends?
Friends.
Really?
Friends.
That's what we're going to talk about today. Guys, Nancy's trying to take the luggage off the table. I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Listen,
she just boom. Sorry, friend.
I like to be ready.
Sorry, friend.
And I just wanted y'all to know that I'm ready. Okay.
She got on her travel blazer, her glasses, layers. She inspired me to go put on a robe that says Nancy on it. I had a headscarf. I tried to wrap my head too, but it kept sliding off. This little silk thing is not staying on. Need something with a little bit more give to it, but grip to it. So it's a scarf. Okay. That's what it is. All right. I was inspired by this. Her.
Oh. Did you guys not see? Did you? Y'all caught that, right? Did you catch that? Mm-hmm. Did you see that moment?
The guests in the building said no, nada.
Absolutely not.
As in, that did not happen. I see
what kind of show this is going to be.
Okay.
I already see it.
So yeah, guys, I can't wait to dig into this topic. But let's not forget about last week, episode 15.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
That was a
Be
good
smart,
one.
save your coins.
No, let me tell you something. The type of knowledge that was dropped, I think for me, what stood out the most is for the 401k. And I think a lot of us had that conception that, or perception that that's what we retire with. Like that was it. That's all you needed. That's what they conditioned us, and to know that that's not the case for me, I was like, damn, you know. So I really was hoping that people got that message, which is why I kind of touched on it again at the end, because that was, for me, that
I actually have an appointment with Nadej on Wednesday, next Wednesday at 6:30. Yeah.
Nice.
No, because definitely after listening, I was like, whoa, no, I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
Yeah.
So
I know
it was very enlightening. It was a really great show. So definitely, if you didn't watch, check out episode 15, guys.
Yes, it was really good, and we had fun.
A lot of gems.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, hilarious. Because it actually started out by some gossip or some tea on a reality show.
Yeah, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, when they were shading Eva Marcel.
Yeah.
About some
really
alleged financial issues. Who knows what's going on? But yeah, that's where the topic came from. So yeah, check it out.
Yeah, episode 15.
Episode 15. And guys, please don't forget to ask these nuts. You got questions, we got answers. You got suggestions, we want to hear it. Okay? So don't forget to hashtag and ask these nuts. Drop a comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to us on our website. You know what I'm saying? The tvtakeover.live/podcast. Holla. Okay?
Ask these nuts. Yeah. You like that?
I like that. Oh, great job. And scene.
I was your background singer.
You were amazing.
Yeah, I think we're finally getting
appreciated
it.
And then it kind of made me feel like I was in the Bahamas somewhere on an island. That jacket, it put me back to the blue waters of the Bahamas.
You're welcome.
I love it. I love it.
Sorry, guys. We're having a moment. But ask these nuts, guys. So we want to know the stuff that you are not ballsy enough to ask or to talk about. Give it to us. Give us an opportunity to not only talk about it, but give you our opinion on it.
Yes.
We don't hold back, y'all.
We don't
hold back.
We don't.
So yeah.
So ask these nuts. Thank you, guys. Yay. All right. So episode 16. Okay. Oh, so he has friends? Okay. So the question this show, this is from Prince Donnell. Can I have a wife and still be friends with other women?
You gonna play them the clip?
Can I have a wife and still be friends with other women? So this came from Ask These Nuts viewer or comment. So one of the viewers said, you know what, she sent me shout out to Chevy, she sent me the video. She said, I would really love to hear your guys' perspective on this. I remember when that came through. So here we are, we're gonna talk about it. So it came from one of our viewers. So guys, make sure you ask us, because we will respond. We really do. Or if there's something that you want to hear, we will talk about it.
And the trend has been, we've actually been giving these niggas full shows, like whole segments and shit. So y'all kind of been,
because we like to dig a little deep and learn as much as we can about it, and go from there. So but this one came from a video that was sent by, again, Chevy, one of our viewers, and who asked for us to talk about and give our perspective. So this is a video by Prince Donnell. He's a husband and CEO of a tax business. All right, so let's hear what he has to say. So again, can I have a wife and still be friends with other women?
Pay attention.
So that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Pay attention, guys. Let me tell you, this guy really says some things that are going to hit home for a lot of you guys. So you got it. You good?
All right, here we
go. Let's go.
So a dude hit me up on the gram the other day, and he said, Prince Donnell, can I have a wife but still be friends with other women? And the answer to that question is hell no. And this may sound arrogant when I say this, but I'm too good of a dude to be friends with single women because I have so much to offer and I'm so friendly that might turn that single woman on, and next thing you know, I'm dealing with temptation, and I don't need that in my life. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to let all my fellas know this. If a woman found you worthy enough to be a husband, that means other single women will find you worthy too. But here's the thing. You don't know their intentions, and next thing you know, you was too friendly to that chick, and now you end up homeless because you laid up in that hotel with that chick, your wife found out, and you lost your entire family. Don't do it to yourself. Listen, if I got any women as friends, they acquaintances. They friends with me and my wife. You feel me? So that nothing could ever get in between.
Period.
Don't play around with temptation.
Hi and hello.
The dude to be playing around with temptation too.
Sip on that.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So that's where Prince Donnell is coming from. So is it okay? So we want to talk, and that's why Shonae is here. That's why Nancy is here. We want to hear from couples. We want to hear everybody's perspective on this. So we'll start with Sho. Sho, again, is one of our close friends. We all have a group chat together, all of us, including her husband.
Yes.
And
this is real.
When this came up, like, this is a real relationship thing. This is a real relationship. We like love each other. Yeah. So I dropped the video in our chat and asked for them to talk about it because, you know, we wanted to hear from some men. A lot of women reached out, and thank you, ladies, for reaching out and offering to be on the show. We were really trying to look for a balanced perspective, but thank you so much for those of you who reached out. We really, really appreciate it.
And it was a lot.
So it really does. It really does mean a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so reached out. Warren, her husband, gave his perspective, and he said right off the bat that he agrees with with everything that he has to say. You know, you really have to mind the relationships that you keep. Yeah. And then he went on to say in more detail, and I'm going to quote him, it always has to go through Sho. I have a friend that I consider a sister to me. We known each other for many years. I'd still have to get the okay from Sho. So it just says that, you know, he is considerate of her feelings, you know, and I think that does mean a lot because you'd want your spouse to be comfortable. At least that's what I would think. So, Sho, what do you think about that? What do you think about what Warren had to say?
So to answer the question, whole topic, are married men allowed to have single female friends? And my answer is absolutely not.
Okay. Hello. That's a no.
It's a no for me.
Yeah.
The only reason why I say no, I'm just putting my own experience. It's difficult for me to be friends with another man because there's always going to be
sexual tension,
inappropriate conversation that's going to take place. And just to avoid that, I choose not to have male friends, whether they're married or single. I feel that just like Donnell said, it has to be a mutual friend. Right. Someone who's mutual between my husband and myself. Right. Even if I have a co-worker, you know, sometimes we're at work and we gain to have friendships with males. Once I know who that significant other is, the communication now goes between myself and that female. I no longer even discuss anything with that male friend, just out of respect. Right. And that's just how I feel. Yeah. And our relationship with my husband, I love you, baby.
Oh, hey, bud. Hey, bud.
In our relationship, my husband is very considerate of my feelings and how it makes me feel. He's all about making me happy, and that's one thing I love about him. Yes, he does have female friends, single or whether they're married. I do not agree with him having friends, or because these are friends that he had before I came into the picture. It's all about compromise when you're in a marriage, and like we said, and he said, he always runs it through me. There's going to be times when I say, no, I don't think it's appropriate for you and another woman to go out for lunch. I just don't feel like it's appropriate. But sometimes I'll say, you know, if it's a group setting, sure. You can meet her in a group setting. You guys are meeting with co-workers, meeting with, you know, someone that you went to high school. That's different. But outside of that, no.
No, I totally understand where you're coming from. And I asked the D.O.D. That's the dick on demand. I asked him, he happened to have seen the video, and I asked him, he said basically the same thing, you know, about temptation. You know, you want to stay away from those sorts of situations to avoid any temptation. So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because these bitches going to look at you, they're going to see your dick print, and then they might say something, now they're going to want to fuck. Right. And you're not going to know how to control yourself. So that's what we're saying. Right. Okay.
That's exactly what we're saying. That's exactly what it is.
Let's make sure there's no temptation. He's like, what? That's not what I said. I was like, oh, sorry. Yeah. For some reason, that's how I interpreted it.
Wow. So, and I think your interpretation is accurate. I think that maybe he's not willing to actually admit it in that form.
Because that's how I see it. Right. Because that's
exactly what it is. You're basically telling me, because if it wasn't an issue or if it wasn't a concern for you,
it's about temptation.
Yeah.
It's about temptation. So. And it's like Shonae said, you know, you have those situations where you guys will most likely get into inappropriate conversation. Yeah. And it could go left. Yeah. One would think that, of course, you would be able to say no, refrain. But still, even those conversations sometimes are just not appropriate to be had with other people when you're in a relationship, committed
Especially,
relationship.
I think, if you and that person have a past as well.
Right. So,
you know what I mean? So
what do you guys like? We want to hear from, you know, Jodie and Nancy.
So Nancy is the base, and Nancy and I, we've actually been together almost for 3 years, babe.
It'll be 3 years soon.
Yeah, 3 years soon. So, and we've been through so much in our relationship, and we're at a place now where I think Wendy said it the best, that we meet each other where we're at. You know, I'm done trying to change her and make her feel bad for who she is. And she's not doing that to me now. I don't think she really ever did. I think it was my problem, but whatever. That's another show. So yeah, what's your...
Yeah, that should be another show. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought we were being honest and boring. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
No, but yeah, so Nancy, so babe, what are your thoughts on having, so in our case, right, it's a little different. So it would be a feminine female,
right?
You know what I mean? If it was a guy, it wouldn't be an issue. It would be another, or a stud female. It wouldn't be a big issue for us. It would be another feminine woman.
Okay.
Just to get
so because you don't date studs, Nancy,
right?
You only date them, and then you date everybody.
You motherfucking bitch.
I thought we were being honest. No?
So.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
Okay, thank you. I thought we talked about that in episode 6. Niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks. She's a hoe and trick. Hey guys.
Enemies with friends like
I love you. Guys.
I'm learning to.
Hashtag poor Nancy.
I'm working
this
on
robe
mine.
says Nancy.
Yeah. No, it's Team Nancy all day.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, babe.
So
keep interrupting. So what?
Why the suitcase? Why all the drama?
Well, you know, I'm just really extra. That's to be honest with you, and I just wanted to just bring some drama to episode 16. But to be honest with you, we're so past that. You know, we're past that, and I don't know if you can really say that we're completely past it, because I think our relationships go through hills and valleys, and there's going to be times where you guys are just going to be here and nothing can stop you, and then you're hit with something and you're down, you're low. And I think we've been through very early on in our relationship so many lows that it forced us to be stronger.
Right.
Yeah. And now I can just accept her for who she is, because at the core of that, she's amazing.
Just a friendly person. You know, I'm friendly, but I'm
sometimes too friendly. Sometimes too friendly.
Wendy.
Okay.
Okay. I'm very, very
I'm talking about my friend's heart here in this moment.
I do, and I did have female friends, but Jodie and our relationship we've been together for a little minute now, so she has met all of my female friends.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're heterosexuals, most of them, but she has met them, so I feel like if you've been involved with someone for so long, they should have already met any female friend that you have.
Yeah,
there's no reason to be trying to meet any new female friends unless we meet them together. You know,
so Drake was on to something. No new friends.
No new friends.
No new friends.
Not by myself. But why would I be meeting a new person, like a new girl anyway? That means I'm either approaching her or she approached me. I'm casing my own damn self up.
Right.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
True. So let's just make sure, guys, when we see Nancy in the club, we doing a surveillance check. We backing it up and going to Facebook pictures from 2015 to make sure these was day one bitches, okay? Because if they wasn't day one, it's going to be a motherfucking problem. You understand me?
You better tell them.
Hello.
Top things.
Not going to be fucking around with my friend now, okay?
Top the things.
I'm doing research, okay?
Okay, and we are the best at it.
So let's throw this back on Jodie.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Throw it back, y'all.
So
Throw it back, y'all.
You mean for me to have female friends?
I mean, any kind of female, men, because you're both.
Ooh.
Yeah, how that?
She said she's both.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, you're not both right now.
No.
But you know.
Inquiring minds would like to know. Guys, let me explain what both means. That means she take dick and pussy. Okay. That's both. Dick and pussy. Both. All right. So explain. I didn't say, that did not come from me. I was just explaining. I was just defining it. I just want that to go on record. It didn't come from me. So I'm sorry.
Okay. So what do I think? I think that it's all about communication, being honest and being transparent. I think that it is very possible for you to have once been involved with someone romantically to genuinely have a platonic friendship with them. I know that is possible, but I know that jealousy is something that's real. So what I do is I really focus on my partner's insecurities, and I dig deep very early in the relationship. So I knew very early on what Nancy's triggers were. And because of that, I made sure that I was 100% transparent. This is who I am, and try to be as consistent as I possibly can, because those are all things that people use to formulate what version of themselves they're really going to give you. So I would have to say that with this situation, I didn't do anything differently. I was open and honest, when I realized how damaged she was, because everybody's damaged, but when I understood her version of what damage looked like for her, I was very cautious. I didn't always get it right, but that's a part of growing and learning, and also just sometimes being a little hard-headed. But I think that it is possible, but the reality of it is people do fuck up. People do cross boundaries. What? Why are you laughing at me?
Your costume. Sorry. I'm sorry. I got locked in
I'm having
from
a
the
moment
side,
here.
and I'm just like, what did she?
I'm having a moment here.
I was
Are you
just
laughing at my outfit?
It just totally threw me off, and I'm like, this is such a deep moment, and I'm just like, whoa, what? And I'm like, Jodie is so crazy. I'm just thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, she's so crazy. The whole get up, the luggage, the suitcase, like everything, the dramatics of it all. I'm sorry, that just went through my mind right now, so I just had to explain that. I'm just like, my friend, like, she is,
wow.
She's special.
Wow.
She's special. That's why I love her. I'm sorry. So yes,
What were we even
communication,
talking about?
growth.
Okay, yeah, communication,
your relationship.
growth.
Yeah.
Relationship. So-
You've gotten to a point where you just, understand who she is, accept her for who she is.
Yes.
And it's kind of, that was part of the discussion that we were having. Because I think once you're able to do that in relationships, in all sorts of relationships, knowing that people are who they are, there's going to be things that you don't like. But most importantly, all of the great values that they have, all of the great things that you see in who they are as a person, their character, their being, all these different things that you look for outweighs these little annoying habits that you don't like. And once you understand that this is who they are, you may have had conversations about it, but it's going to be a reoccurring issue because this is who they are. That's why it's reoccurring. Yeah. It is what it is. They could just tone it down or, try to self-correct, but it's going to be there in some way. Yeah. And you just have to, once you get to a point where you can just understand that, it makes things a lot easier. So trust is definitely a big factor. So I think communication
is huge.
Yeah. So how does that play out in your relationship, Shonae? How does effective communication work? Because it sounds like you guys do communicate pretty well. Like he said made a lot of sense. You also responded in the chat too, and the things that you guys were saying made a lot of sense, and it was just there,
and
open. How does that help you guys having good communication?
So just to piggyback off of Jodie, like we said in the beginning, it was a learning curve for us because I was built on I guess my father was an example of an alpha male where, there were certain things that men should and should not do. So I automatically brought those things into my marriage. However, Warren, he's very, he's non-traditional. I should say when it comes to relationships. There's no cookie cutting, recipe to go about communicating. Warren, as everyone knows, Bug, he's very outspoken. And he doesn't have the need to hide anything. He's very honest, even when you don't want him to be honest. So coming into the so coming into the relationship, it was challenging for me because I'm a strong believer that we should not have friends of the opposite sex. With Warren, with our communication, like I said, he's very in tune to my feelings. So he would more just talk about it. He's going to put it out there. He's not going to beat around the bush. He's like, hey, I have a friend that I went to high school with, blah, blah. We're going to meet up on South Beach. How do you feel about that? And if I say, you know what, if you already made plans with this person, then let's go ahead, but don't let it happen again.
Right.
Next time we need to sit down and talk about it because in our relationship, I was so big on, how should I say, if you can do it, then I can do it.
Right.
That tit for tat.
If you feel uncomfortable about doing something, then you shouldn't be doing it at all.
Right.
That's how I express. That's how I was able to get my point across. Is it okay? Do you feel comfortable with your wife? All of this.
Hello. Okay. And it's a lot of that. A lot. Pow, pow, pow.
A lot. At somebody's restaurant with another single man. Whether it's platonic or not. How do you feel? If you don't feel comfortable with me doing it, then you
don't do it. That's all it takes right there.
And that's just how it is.
That's just how I look.
And even as Prince Donnell said, you don't know the other person's intention. While Warren or Bugs may be pure, that chick may be looking like, oh, where you from again? England? You got an accent.
He's a Brit.
You a Brit?
Right. He knows how to turn it on and off at any time.
Hold up. And now she's trying to fuck a nigga, And then now he's trying to beat. Actually, this just happened in Empire where Lucius was sitting on the chair and one of the singers came up on him, jumped on top of him, and then Cookie came in the door and saw it and thought that he was engaging, but he was actually trying to get her up. What if that shit happened to Warren and you have to...
Lord, kill her and then kill him.
Who wants to be in that sort of situation?
You know what?
Let's just avoid it. Please.
Because just like Nancy... Warren is very nice. And if you don't know Warren and you're across the room and you see him conversing with another female, you would swear they're flirting. Because my husband, he's just that type of person. He gives that person his undivided attention.
He's that consistent nigga no matter who you are.
Exactly.
No matter who you are, you're going to get the same person.
But for new females, they will interpret that differently,
especially this generation of females.
But that's just
who he is.
So if I was in Cookie's situation where I walked into a room and I saw a female doing that, I would automatically know that this is not my husband. They're pushing themselves on him. I know for a fact.
It's your host fault.
My husband would be like, yo, I am married.
Okay.
Like, what the hell is going on
and
here?
he loved my friend. Okay.
I
remember one time we were at their house, like, I don't even know how many, like, I think this is when you lived off of Rock Island over there. And we went out on the balcony one day and he was just like, yo, I love Shonae. I really love her. And it was just the way that he said it.
Yes. I felt that. I felt that.
I still feel it to this day. I don't know how many years ago that was. I think Jassim, I think he sent a picture not too long ago of Josine. It probably in that same house. You remember how?
I think
how
Brooklyn
old he
was like a puppy.
Yeah, Brooklyn was a puppy.
Because I remember they had just got Brooklyn.
Yep. So I mean, and I still feel it to this day. How many years later? That was some real shit. Some real shit. And you know, I know you and Nancy, you know, kind of have that same sort of bond. You know, Nancy's just a likable person, which is why you automatically think that she just selling the cooch all over the place. Because she's such a nice girl. She really is. Sorry, friend. I'm just saying. But it's what makes you who you are. You're a really nice person, and you're friendly, and you talk to a lot of people. But sometimes that could be like, whoa, what are we doing here? I mean, I don't know. Have you ever felt that way?
I think for me, the biggest thing is, and I've gotten better at this because I understand it more, or understand it better, is that kind of like what you said with Warren, a lot of women, they're not used to that kind-hearted, peaceful, sweet demeanor that Nancy gives. So when they get around her, and because she's pretty consistent, just like Warren, you know, so when you get around her and you get into that feeling, I can see how it can easily be interpreted. But the problem is, I think that sometimes because of how nice she is, she's a little naive. My opinion. You know,
she may not see the advances of the other person.
She's not seeing that. Maybe she's not seeing that this is more than this person just being friendly. They're either trying to come on to you, or they're trying to be vindictive, or there's some agenda behind this. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna see that because I'm just that nigga. You know, so. And I think that's where we would not anymore, but that's where we would have most of our fights. Like, bitch, you don't see this person is trying to, okay. Because it was hard for me to believe that she didn't see it. But she's just such a friendly person. She just sees it as, oh, okay, no, this is, you know. Yeah, of course.
Linda just being nice, and I'm just being friendly, and I'm just talking, and she has her leg wrapped around your neck, and
I can't have a conversation alone with any female. Right, I'm out.
Good, because I think you guys have learned a lot.
We have. Right, babe? High five.
Just so I can be clear, do you allow her to have single? Do you allow Jodie to have single female friends? I don't know if we quite got the answer.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
Yeah, we went off in a tangent. Yes.
I haven't been put in that position to even answer that. You know what I mean? Because Jodie has no friends but you guys. The friends that Jodie has now, other than you guys, are my friends. Which is my Nickies, my Andys.
Hi guys.
My
shout out Nikki, Andy, Tasha,
everybody.
Tamika,
and that's why people think they feeling themselves. Somebody, wait, you got friends now? Oh, so we got friends? Oh, right. Because as soon as that's gone, they leave it with her. Don't forget home team, bitch. Right. They'll be selling out hoe. This punk ass hoe. She's a punk ass. Okay, sorry. I'm not ganging up on you.
No, go ahead. I deserve all of it.
But I'm just saying that to say that we love each. You know, this is it. This is all we got, guys. This is it.
We're talking for you guys.
This is all we got, guys.
You guys. We over here. We have a circle. This is it.
This is it. Yeah. This is it. This is it.
So this is more for you guys that we're talking to.
We have our group chat, and then we have the three of us, three girls group chat, and then me and Jodie got.
Wait, hold on. Then we have a podcast. These nuts, mind you, it's still just me and her. Yeah. But no, we couldn't just have the regular chat.
No, we have to have a podcast. Yeah, guys. Yeah, this is our circle.
It is.
And everybody else, we don't met each other. I met all her other acquaintances.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lucky for you, Nancy, because it's just us. You haven't really been faced.
Yeah, my circle's really small, guys. My circle is
haven't
really
been really faced with that situation. So that's that. But you know, we know where, as Jodie talked about, she's moved on, and no longer in that sort of situation. Me, I'm just like, no.
That's it.
Nothing.
Not happening.
We don't need to do that. Okay. We don't need to do that. Okay. Where are we going? What time?
Right. Where are we going?
And
that was actually going to be my next question, show is, did you ever feel that when he said to you, I'm going to go hang out with my friend, well, why the fuck can't I come? Like, did you ever question that or invite yourself? Or ultimatum?
Oh, see, here's
or just punch him in the throat?
Group stuff, okay, but like one-on-one, like hot, like
I don't want to be your female friends, so I'm not trying to invite myself. I'm not that chick like, oh well, why can't I go? It's either you going or you're not. So that's just we're not talking about it. I'm not trying to meet your friend because I'm not trying to get no new friends. You understand what I'm saying? And I have a philosophy. I'm not trying to get introduced to anybody because when you do slip up,
and you will.
I'm just saying.
And you will.
I don't have to think twice
when
I run up. You know, it's just that type of party. I don't have to say, oh, but it's Wendy. And I know Wendy wouldn't. I don't want to know you.
Yeah.
Because when you cross that line, when I run up, I don't have to think twice.
You heard
I don't want to have to be concerned. I don't
need to be concerned. No.
So like, don't introduce me to none of your female friends.
That's why she in the group chat, y'all.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's
I
my
don't
girl
want to
right
know
there.
you.
Yeah.
So,
For what?
For what?
I hear you.
That's just me.
I hear you.
That's kind of dope.
You real. That's kind of dope. Yeah, because I be wanting to meet bitches. Who the fuck is
it?
I want to meet bitches. Who the fuck are you? Okay, bitch.
Okay, where we going?
I remember one time we was we're in a like a patty shop or something. This lady walked by and she's like looking at me. I said, hold on. You know this nigga? Like, I'm looking like y'all know each other? Yo, come on, talk to me. Help me to understand what's going on here. Are y'all friends? Why is she looking at you like that? She's trying to fuck, what's up?
Yeah.
So wrong with me. I feel sorry for him. Poor thing. I feel sorry for him. I'm sorry. I know I have problems.
She deals with it with me. She deals with it with me.
Sorry.
Let me tell you something. I was feeling some type of way when Scam Likely was calling too much. I was thinking maybe she's hiding these phones under the name of Scam Likely.
He used to have these messages that came up message blank or anonymous or encrypted or some
everything
shit
at the same time. Why Scam Likely everything at the same time? I'm like, I don't know. Ask Scam Likely. I don't know.
Oh, we getting private messages now?
Right.
Private messages?
Right.
But I forgot when he had sold his truck, this guy started wilding on. Like, I think he had put it up for sale on Craigslist. I don't know, someplace.
Right.
And there was this guy, he missed out on the sale because he was too late, and he started sending him a bunch of nasty messages, like just being real fucked up. So he blocked him, but every now and then he'll text him, and it comes up as a private thing. Wow. I was like, oh, there's some hoes, okay?
That's what
and you trying to, that's the cover, is it? Really?
Scam Likely.
Really?
Right. So they call you every
whatever, because we know everything. Okay? Everything.
Okay.
And what we say is going on, that's what could be going on. That's what the fuck could be going on.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not even arguing with you.
Not.
Okay.
I'm gonna check my husband's phone now on them damn scams.
I'm just saying. I don't necessarily check, but but if it's next to me, if you're on your phone, I'm
damn straight.
What we watching? What game we playing?
Right.
Right. No. Down.
And then sometimes when you walk in the room and they start, What was going on? All of a sudden you just was had a lot.
Oh wait, hold on. Your phone is on silent. Your phone ringing.
Right.
Hello. Who is this? We want to get fucked up. Bitch, I know who you are. He was at a conference the other day. He sent me a picture of the little tchotchkes that they gave them. I said, oh, who you pulling your dick out for? Oh! Who you pulling it out for? Okay?
No.
What did you offer for that cup? I want to know.
Let me tell you something. Nancy has left the house before smelling too fucking good on a Tuesday, and I question it.
Listen,
why do you smell like that on a Tuesday? You're just gonna go see your dad. I'm confused.
Why?
Why you gotta smell that good?
Why?
So you need to put on cologne to see your dad?
Why the extra?
Right.
Come on. Right. You gonna go see somebody?
And why you asking me if your belt matches shoes? Who gives a fuck? You're gonna go see your dad. You're doing too much, Nancy.
That's too much.
You're doing too much, Nancy.
Too much. Wow.
Damn.
I'm shocked and appalled. I didn't know that this was happening. But do you understand what we be going through?
Right.
So sometimes you have to question.
You have to question.
You know, I'm not like show. I want to know.
I want to know.
I want to be there. I want to go.
Let's talk about it.
What are we talking about?
Where the bitch at?
Oh, guys.
Where
you
she
know
at?
what? Poor Nancy. Poor
Every once in a while,
D.O.D.
Nancy, what do I say to you, babe? If I feel like something's going on, what question do I ask you?
Should I be worried?
Every time I feel something going on, I'm like, what's her name?
What's her name?
Yep.
What's her name?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Who is
Every
she?
time I feel like
Who you
she's fucking
fucking? Oh, so you fucking out. So what, they just taking your fucking clothes off, huh? Yep. And then he's like, oh yeah, they just take it off. You motherfucker. I said, you want to, you want to die tonight. You want to die. This is all day, every day.
Yeah.
All day, because I swear.
I don't know, because I be at Walmart.
Yeah. Somebody gave me a cupcake. Oh, what you did? Pulled your dick out?
Right. Or I get a picture, I'm looking at
You dropping it like
her.
yourself. What's going on? She dropping it like yourself. What?
I'm quick zooming in.
Hello.
Zooming in.
I need
on
to
every
understand
picture.
what's going on here.
What painting is that in the background? Where you at?
Picture. I was at the Green Kitchen
story.
store I was at recently, and forget the picture. She zooms in and asks me, what frame was that?
Painting in the background.
Listen, where are you?
I'm in the picture. Hello.
Where you at?
Where are
She
you?
sends it back
Where you
to
at?
me, zoomed in with an arrow on it.
Where you
paint
at?
the picture.
What is that?
Sure
and
did.
where are you?
Facts.
Exactly, because they don't have that in the Walmart on McNabb and Pine Island.
Right.
So where are you?
Right. You said breakfast, nigga. It's 2:00.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hey,
Yeah.
guys, sorry. We apologize in advance and
We
for
do.
the future, Nancy and D.O.D. We see things differently.
We do.
Okay,
We
we just
do.
happen to see things differently,
We do.
and we love you.
We do.
You know, we know that you got it going on.
Yeah.
So we just feel like everybody trying to fuck you.
That's
Not to say that you're actually doing it.
Right.
It's more like a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we
that's
know
how
you're
you
fly.
should really, because we know you're fly.
Yeah, we know
So
you're
that's how you should really take it. Oh, you got a cup. Oh, she just wants your dick, daughter.
Yeah. Because that's
You
probably
know,
what it is.
because that's just what it is. You know, it's
Unfortunately, you can't convince me anything other than that. I'm
hello.
sorry.
I'm just saying because
Yeah.
I know it because that's how I feel. So I'm pretty sure she feels the same way.
She's a hoe.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. They're all hoes.
All of them.
They're all hoes.
All of them.
And they want you.
Hello.
As far as I'm concerned.
Hello. That's all I'm saying. But again,
Yeah.
it's a compliment because
It
we
is.
know what you got. We know
Yeah.
who you got.
That's
who
what it
you
is,
are.
babe.
We
So
know
my
what kind of
crazy
pull
is
y'all
a compliment.
got.
Instead of
It's a
saying, babe, you
compliment.
crazy.
Yes.
Say, babe, that's
or
a
shut up.
compliment.
Or
Right.
what's wrong with you? You're
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know, instead of all of that,
Say,
you
babe,
say,
say,
thank you.
babe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doing that.
that's love.
Yeah.
See how that worked out.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh, what's that? A little bit of salt?
Wow.
She threw a little bit of.
I think so. Wow. That's how we doing it. Okay.
Hey, babe.
You're so good. You good.
She's the best. She's the best. She's the best. Okay, so Wendy, I don't think. Well, you gave your opinion,
Yeah.
which is hell to the gnaw.
Well,
Hell to the
I mean,
motherfucking gnaw.
Don't get me wrong. Group outings, whatever you're doing, like there's like friends, there's whatever. So no, I'm not gonna say I have a huge problem with it. No, but
Right.
just like you guys are coming from,
Yeah.
we don't need no new friends. We don't
Yeah.
need to be meeting nobody.
Yeah.
Like
We're
we don't
old
need
now.
no sit downs. We don't need no one-on-ones.
Yeah.
We're good on all of that.
We don't need to go to the movies together.
Yeah, right. There's none of that. You want to go to
Yeah.
cinemas? What time?
Right.
Whatever it is, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever it
Yeah.
is, I got you. So there's no need for all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, other hanging out, group out, whatever. No, I
Because
don't
if you
have
want to
a
be
problem
single,
with
be
that.
single, nigga. Because being in a relationship like with me, that's kind of what you gotta expect.
Yeah.
we together.
That's what makes me comfortable. That's what
Yeah.
makes us comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you don't like it, then okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the balance is there. You have that understanding, and I think when you find that person that you can have that with, you hold on to them because
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah,
Relationships are
It
not
really
easy by
isn't.
far, right? That's why we're having these little one-off conversations about different aspects of the relationship that impacts whether we stick or we stay or we go, But I think the big picture here for me, and something that I heard all of us kind of talk about, is the importance of communication.
Right.
Making sure that you communicate, understanding your love language or how you communicate. I think that's important. I talked to you
Yes.
about that. That's one of the things I talked to Wendy about a lot is, friend, before you can try to figure out how to fix your relationship, you got to make sure you guys are even talking the same language. And, that takes time. That takes work. That takes accountability.
Yes.
Admitting that you are wrong and fucked up, and have some ways. But, if you really want to make this work, you can push through your good in your bad. So this was a good conversation.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
It really was.
So if you could have or say one thing, give one advice to the women out there that are in the relationships where it's not as fiery and as hot. They're probably going through some ups and downs. But they're at that point where they just don't know if they should go or they should stay, but they have love like what you have or something similar.
I guess there's no one answer. I'm always saying put God first in your relationship. When you put God first in a relationship and you work together as a team, everything comes into play.
There you go.
My other piece of advice would be always try to reinvent the wheel. Okay. In the beginning, of course, it's going to be a little challenging because, we're now two individuals being united as one. So, of course, that's always a challenge because opposites attract and, communication may be different. So you're learning each other's love language.
Right.
When I actually took the time, when I was like, my husband and I, we're going to be married 8 years already.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Can you believe that?
It's going to be 8 years.
Dog.
Okay? And one thing I can say is when I'm with a man who makes it easy for me to love him. And he's not, we don't argue. If there's something that's bothering me, he's going to be the first to say, you know what, I'm going to work on that. So it makes it easy. And of course, I'm used to being in relationships where I have to fight to get my point across.
Right.
I no longer have to do that. So my second piece of advice is take a step back and listen to your significant other, listen to your spouse, because sometimes we as women, we are so quick to give our opinion and change because we say, oh, I'm going to change him.
Right.
Oh yeah, he said he ain't want no kids, but wait till I put this on him or whip him. I'm going to change. We have to stop doing that.
Right.
We have to allow men to be who they are, let them be themselves.
Okay.
Another piece of advice I'll give, just the good outweighs the bad at all times. Focus on the things that make your relationship great. And learn your husband's love, your significant other's love language. That is so important.
Very.
Once I knew what my husband's love language, it was just easy peasy from there.
Yeah. And Jodie talked about that a lot, the 5 love languages, and we ended up reading the book, and it really did make things easier when you understand what it is that a person is looking for. What they want. It makes things that much easier. But having communication, open and honest communication is great. Knowing where each other stands, especially on issues like this, so there's no confusion. No, I don't think it's cool that you have one-on-ones. That's not okay. Group settings may be fine or cool, but outside of that, let's just go ahead and keep that to a minimum. Or, we really don't need to have a separate friendship. We can be acquaintances. We can. It all goes through our significant others, our spouses. Like we're a unit. Right. We're all together. So there's just this no feeling that something could be happening, or this person now feels like they're gonna come for the dick or they coming for the pump, whatever the case, and things just cross lines just because you're just doing regular things that normal humans do, and situations and conversations go too far, and now things have gotten complicated and messed up. So it's making me think about this series that I just watched, All American on Netflix. If you guys haven't watched it, just watch it.
Is that with the 8 brothers and sisters that have the powers? Is it that one?
No. This is about a football team. So a guy who grew up in Crenshaw.
Tay Diggs is the
coach. Yes.
I heard about that.
Watch it.
Yes, I am.
I binge watched it over the last 2 days.
I keep hearing about it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I was crying. It's emotional. There's so many times. I mean, the strength of the characters, Spencer, and everything that he goes through is just the actors the acting is great. The story is well written. It's
All
watch
American.
it. Yeah.
All American. On Netflix.
As I think about what we were just talking about. So open communication, being honest, everybody knowing where each other stands, and no new friends.
Yeah.
All that other complicated shit, we're not doing it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Temptation is just It's out there.
It's out there.
Yeah.
It is.
It's out there.
And if you don't control it, it will get you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You start doing one little
You're saying that very passionately, like you had a personal experience. Is there something you want to tell me?
If you don't control it, it will get you. It's the truth. And it's like experienced it.
Okay. But we good.
Baby, what do you more than good?
Baby, that was awesome.
See,
That's why I
she
love
did
her.
match her crazy with crazy.
Yeah.
That's so
That was
cute. That's
awesome,
love.
babe.
Oh.
She's awesome.
Yeah,
she's
she's
awesome.
amazing.
I'm blessed. I really am.
That's why I take up for Nancy all the time.
Yeah.
She's
She
a
really
nice
is.
girl.
She's something else. She's
So yeah,
something else.
this was great, guys.
This was dope.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Shonae, show eyes for glam, and then we got Bay in the back, Nancy
with
from
Upgrade
Bay and
Your
Bestie
Party.
Corner. Upgrade your party.
Yes,
My
yes.
life raw, real, and all the way live. And now podcast Deez Nuts. Join us every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. We're on YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, iTunes. We everywhere, y'all.
Everywhere. You want to know
Everywhere.
why? Because we're taking over. Podcast These Nuts, guys. See you later. Bye. After me left for Jamaica, go foreign and tour, preaching, teaching the people for sure. On Saturday when the man knock on me door,
Hey.
why the mouse not work no more? Why is this mouse not working?
And stop. There we go.